Welcome, Carm Capriato, the Service Aftermarkets podcast pioneer with the gold standard of aftermarket business podcasts. Join me for Aftermarket Insights as we advance the aftermarket. And as always, know that you'll learn just one thing. Find us on your favorite podcast listening app and remarkableresults.biz or on my YouTube channel. Hey everybody, Carm Capriato. Welcome to Remarkable Results Radio, the gold standard of automotive service aftermarket podcasts. Good to have you here. My friend Maryann Croce is with me. Hi, Maryann.
Hi, Carm. Glad to be here.
Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Maryann did this course, and I read about some really cool stuff. And Maryann, I just can't remember what it was. It was probably 3 or 4 weeks ago. And I said, you've got 5 parts of a great concept called the Unstoppable Framework for Auto Shop Owners. So we're going to do 5 parts. Probably get a chance to listen to this over the next 2 or 3 months as we release these nice and slow so you can get a chance to get them. I know that she's got a workbook a link that's going to be attached to our show notes so you can get this. Here's the 5 Unstoppable Framework foundations. The foundation, number 1, is core values and vision. Then is master your finances, optimize processes, and empower your team. Stay customer focused and flexible, and build a resilient mindset and plan ahead. Oh, I don't know if we do enough of that. We just wait for each day to come.
Yeah,
we
right.
say, yeah,
it's all too common.
It's all too common. So I'm going to enjoy listening to Maryann, maybe asking an occasional questions of clarification or agreement with her. But thank you so much. By the way, independent shop owner out in Connecticut with her and her husband, Tony, auto shop coach, and speaker from smallbizvantage.com. Take it away, Maryann.
Well, thanks so much, Carm, for the opportunity for me to actually share this with other shop owners. So the Unstoppable Framework, what I created, is actually part of my 3-day weekend system. And the simple goal with this system is to gain 10 hours a week in 90 days. Now,
Wow.
Think about that. Imagine what you could do with 10 hours more a week. So you actually put an end to auto shop owner overload. That's a phrase that I kind of coined. And really what it is, that feeling of going 24/7. You're at work, but then you're not at work, but you're still thinking about work and you're not fully present with family and friends, and really make your business profitable, sustainable, and enjoyable. So that's really what this 3-day weekend system is all about. So in this 5-part series, what I'm doing is pulling back the curtain to help auto shop owners have a rewarding business and life. It's not about adding more to your day. It's actually about subtracting. And the magic of being unstoppable is actually in the doing. Even when it's uncomfortable, it's what makes successful shop owners resilient and adaptable, both personally and professionally. So what we're going to do is rid yourself of excuses. Maybe we call them reasons that are actually holding you back. Because here's the thing, when we have excuses or we have what we call reasons of why we're not doing something or can't do something, when you hold on to them, you defend them, here's the thing, you get to keep them. And it really holds back on your progress. So it's time to let them go. So in this first episode, what I want to do is unpack the importance of core values and vision for shop success so that you really gain clarity on being an owner. This isn't just fluff and feel-good stuff. What this actually does is it closes that gap between surviving, just doing good enough to get by, and thriving in your business and life. Because what really happens is life affects business and business affects life. Let's get started here. Core values are the beliefs that guide how the business runs day to day. For auto shop owners, this really creates your standards, the expectations, and everything that you do, from how you treat customers to the quality of the work that's delivered. So here's what core values are like in auto shop owner terms, right? It's like an alignment on a vehicle. Just like misaligned tires can cause a car to drift off course, a business without defined core values can veer away from what your shop stands for, which leads to inconsistency, inefficiency in your team, and your team is really confused. You get that confusion with them. Proper alignment, your core values, ensures that the shop stays on course, steering towards success with stability. So picture that. The reality is vehicles need to be aligned every now and then. So if you've already defined your core values, my suggestion is revisit them and make sure that you're living them every day, each day, because you are an example as the owner. And if needed, update them. Get a little more clarity around them. If you haven't defined your core values, then do it. It's worth the effort and it's worth the payoff. So defining and sticking to the core values, really living them, helps your business move forward smoothly and reach your goals sooner, even when you're navigating through bumps in the road, because that happens. We know that. So here's my advice. List the values that matter most to you. And you may come up with a bunch of them. You may come up with like 10 or 12 things that really are important to you. Then narrow the list down to 3 to 5. And on that handout, there's room for that in that handout that I supplied Carm with. Sometimes it's easier to start with the things that actually trigger you or tick you off. So I'm going to give you an example. For me, that would be respect, because I know that's a core value, because here's how it shows up for me personally. Let's say I'm in a restaurant, for example, and I see a wait staff being disrespectful to a customer, or a customer really being disrespectful to a wait staff. That gets me. It's almost like I want to say something. So it ticks me off. That means that what I'm seeing is going against my core value of respect. So sometimes it's easier to go that route and see what really gets under your skin. So for me, it's respect, but what are yours? I ask the, listeners, what are yours? So list them. Now, why do these core values matter? Well, I want to share with you 3 top reasons that core values can actually help with challenges that owners have. And these 3 reasons are all about people. Now, Carm, I know that you've talked to so many people on your podcast. And one of the common things that I hear as a coach is a shop owner may say, you know what, everything's going well, but you know what, if I just didn't have to deal with people, everything would be great. So a lot of challenges are around people. One of them is consistency in the operations. So when you have defined core values, it really creates consistency in how your shop runs, whether it's customer service, quality of work, team interactions. These values know really and ensure everyone is on the same page of what's expected and delivering a similar experience. So shop owners tell me that they want consistency, but here's what frustrates them: chaos. They don't like it when things are unorganized. So understanding your core values and including them in your systems and processes actually gives owners freedom to be able to step away as they need or they want to. The second one is strong team and culture. So core values actually create a positive work environment, a work culture. When your core values are lived and you share them with your team, you let them know what they are, it really leads to better teamwork, loyalty, and it helps attract the right people and retain those who align with those shop values.
Could I stop and ask a question about the core values?
Oh.
Would you be so bold as to ask your key team leaders to help you come up with your top values?
Yeah, I think that it's definitely something that you can do with your team. I also think that it's a good exercise to do beforehand with you as a shop owner and come up with those 3 to 5, because like I said before, there's going to be certain things that will trigger you, get under your skin, and you'll find out that a lot of those things that do that are going against your core values. So if you know what yours are, when you go into that exercise and you start talking to your team about it, what you'll be able to do is probably narrow it down,
Yeah.
and you'll find that your core values are aligned with the team's.
You'll either
I-
see alignment or misalignment.
Exactly.
And you can help steer where you want this thing to go if by any chance you discover a new one or something that, oh, I didn't think of that. And that's great. I probably would not share the fact that you've already picked your top 5 out of a dozen or so, and just let this exercise be very fruitful for the team.
Exactly.
And see where you're heading with. Okay, thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah, let them go through it. Let them go through the same journey that you did.
Okay.
So it really does help with attracting the team, the quality team members that you want, because a lot of times shop owners will tell me that they want a reliable team, a team that's accountable. But their fear a lot of times of letting people go is, I don't know how I'm going to find somebody, and fear of turnover or hiring someone who's uncommitted. It really helps with that. The last thing that it helps with when we speak of owner challenges is earn and build trust. So when your customers consistently experience those core values, whether it's honesty, reliability, quality, whatever they are that are meaningful to you, they trust you more because they're actually experiencing them in your shop.
Sure.
And trust leads to repeat business, referrals, right? And a lot of times shop owners tell me that they are really concerned, bad reviews is something that they fear. What they value is word of mouth. So here's the thing. Yes, in person, we see people, we work on their vehicles, we see a lot of people. Word of mouth is a valuable thing. But also with technology, word of mouth is also online today. So we want to be able to position ourselves that way.
Hey, AAPEX 2024 registration is now open at AAPEXshow.com. Now, AAPEX has an incredible value for the service professional, shop owner, technician, and service advisor. Joe's Garage is your place to hang out with 10 working bays and real live working conditions. You'll find special seminars on Audi, VW, BMW, Mercedes, Tesla, under the hood diagnostics, advanced drivability, ADAS calibration, transmission training from ATRA, and more. Business and sales training on mastering organizational skills, time management, leading your team, and driving profits, among others. This year, the training courses are some of the best offered ever with the industry's best and brightest trainers and coaches. This year's AAPEX 2024 will have more product demos, trending training, marketing and social media support to help you grow your career, sales, and profits. Remember, if you earn your living in the aftermarket, then AAPEX is the expo for you. Continue listening as we bring you the latest from AAPEX 2024 and save the date, November 5th through the 7th. Don't hesitate. Go to AAPEXshow.com. Hey, let's face it. Your shop management system is the single most important tool in your shop, period. NAPA Trax has made selecting the right shop management system easy by offering the industry's best, most comprehensive SMS. Now, it all starts when a local representative meets with you to learn about your business and how you need to run it. After all, it's your shop, so it's your choice, and having local representation is a huge plus. Customizing Trax to your business, whether you're a one-person shop or a large multi-bay or multi-location company, a representative consults with you to help optimize your shop's workflow, efficiency, and profitability. Trax always has the flexibility to do business how you need to do it, which means it can also grow as your business grows. And unlike the other guys, will be there for you after installation with the best training and support in the business. Yes, a learning management system tailored to each role in your company. Simply put, Trax was designed and built for shop owners just like you. Visit us on the web at NAPA Trax, that's NAPATRACS.com. Hey, ever wonder how your labor rate compares to your market and state? You now have a site where you can confidentially upload your rate and see other labor rates published in your market. LaborRateTracker.com is an important site to know about. Currently, the database has over 1,000 shops participating and growing every day. But there's more to setting your rates than finding out what others charge. You should look at the labor rates in your state and town to gain a complete picture of the labor rate landscape. Hey, it's easy. Get market intelligence like never before at LaborRateTracker.com.
What I want to talk about now is vision. And vision is simply the big picture, where an owner wants to take the business. So I call it the win-win-win direction, because it's when you define this, it's a win for your customers, it's a win for your team, and it's a win for the business. It goes beyond just making money. A lot of times we think that that is the ultimate goal, to make money. But money, profit in your business is actually the result of getting this right. It's about what you want the shop to be in the future. These are your vision, your target. So maybe with targets, it might be a sales number, it might be a profit number. Maybe you're thinking that you would like to expand your shop, possibly buy the building if you don't already own it, or do a remodel. Maybe it could be, I want to be a top shop. I want to be known in our area here, in our neck of the woods, in our town, in our city. So it's purpose in every decision that you make. The next thing is legacy and reputation. What is that? What legacy and reputation do you want to build? What do you want to be known for? And the difference or the impact that you want your shop to make in the community for your team, right? The kind of environment is the next one, an experience that your shop will create for both your team and your customers. You're growing and you're working together, and people are proud of the contributions that they're making. These are the things that top talent, those type of team members that you want, these are what they're looking for. So vision is what drives everyday decisions and your plans for growth. What happens is what shop owners really want is they want their business to be sellable someday. They want their business to be manageable by someone else. That's like the first step. Before it's sellable, it's manageable by someone else, so you don't have to be there. But here's the fear, that they're not going to be able to sell their shop. And unfortunately, too many shops actually dissolve, and they're selling equipments and tools and things that they have for pennies on a dollar, right? So that's the unfortunate part. So vision is for every shop owner who wants to make their one location better. Maybe they want to grow it, or maybe even they're thinking that they want to go multi-location. So my advice is, before you go bigger, let's get everything that you're doing now, let's make it better. So I want to give you an example of what this is like. Vision is like a GPS system in your car. Without it, the shop might still move forward, but it's likely that you can take some wrong turns, you might backtrack, or you might even get lost. So just like a GPS shows the best route for a destination, a strong vision is that the shop isn't just moving aimlessly, but you're having steady progress. It keeps the business on course, avoiding the detours and helping you drive towards that long-term success. So why does vision matter? What are the three top reasons that it really helps owners with the challenges that they face? So growth and focus. Vision really gives the owner and the team a sense of purpose and pride in the work that they're doing. When everyone knows that the impact that they're making, whether it's the shop goals for the community, the team is more engaged, they're focused, and they're motivated. They're motivated by their aligned goals, because every person working in your shop actually has their own personal goals. And when you align their goals and what they want to achieve with the shops, it's amazing what happens, because now the time and energy that's being spent is on the right activities. So shop owners tell me that they want to attract achievers. They want to attract a quality team. That's what they want. But their fear is of hiring the wrong people. So this can actually help you with that. It also helps with better decision making. So vision actually does really helps because it guides your decisions. Well, if I'm going to do this, is this going to help me get to where I want to go and grow? What you're going to invest in, right? Are you going to invest in growing your team? Or what are you going to improve in your shop? Maybe you need to improve systems and processes, keeping everything aligned with the shop's values and the goals. So owners want to keep score. They want to track and
Yeah, yeah,
measure their progress.
yeah.
But a lot of times they're frustrated
Yeah.
by the time it takes to make decisions.
Maryann, let me stop you for a moment and ask another question.
Sure.
How difficult is it with your clients? Oh, Maryann, vision. Oh, God. Oh, I don't know if I got it in me to help do this. And then they discover it and they figure it out. They share it. They live it. And they say, my God, it was tough to get here, but I'm glad I did. Hear stories like that?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And not so much that it's tough. It's very eye-opening in the process when you do this because you learn so much about yourself. Actually, your shop now has a competitive edge in your community because what you just said, Carm, is that most don't do this. So when you do it, you actually have a competitive edge with your competition because it really relates. It's relatable to your ideal customers, the customers that you want. It's relatable to your team, the kind of team members that you want to attract. And, a lot of times people are telling me that they're dealing with customers that maybe aren't so ideal. Right. And it's frustrating and time consuming to really work with difficult customers. And this really helps with that because now you have that competitive edge. It sets you apart from your competitors because you have a unique identity and you're really confident in that identity. And your team is actually, they know that you have their back and they're there supporting you as well. So the magic of when you do this work is your business becomes enjoyable. And I do talk to a lot of shop owners, clients, that when they come to me, they say to me that their business is starting to be not as enjoyable as it was years ago. They're feeling that overload. So the magic of having these two, the core values and the clear vision, both combined is you have that consistency in your shop and you also have a direction, you know where you're going. And it's
Cool.
something that really makes it enjoyable for customers, for your team members, and for owners. So simplifying this, core values provide the how the business operates. It doesn't matter who is on the team or what challenges come up. The shop will actually stay true to these principles. And it creates trust, loyalty, and a strong culture that your team and your customers can count on. And the vision is the destination. It's the where the business is headed. So it really gives the owner and the team something to aim for. When you align everyone around a common goal and a purpose, it actually fuels growth. It really helps with shop owners not getting stuck. And it keeps the shop on track, even when we have those tough times, those tough situations. This is really, when you put them together, the core values and the vision, it really becomes your why. And it guides those daily decisions that you have to make and keeps the business focused. So that result is now you have a business that's enjoyable once again. Many
Yeah.
people remember what it was like when they first started, but now that excitement and that drive, it all comes back again when your business is enjoyable.
I'm sitting here listening to you, very enamored in everything you say. Core values is the how, vision is the where, the destination. And then when you said you pull it all together, because I was waiting for the why. I was waiting for the why. Why do we get up
Yeah.
every day? And do our people understand my why and or our vision and our values are our why? I just love that.
Exactly. It's the sweet spot, right?
Yeah.
Where the
Oh, yeah.
day-to-day actions and those long-term goals, they're aligned.
Yeah.
So for the listeners, here's the thing is define what success looks like for you personally and professionally with this foundation. You have to decide that because here's the thing. This isn't cookie cutter for every single shop. What works for you is going to be a little bit different when you do this exercise for someone else, because you may be at a different stage in your business. You may be brand new. You may be only in a year or two. Someone else may be 10 years in, 12 years in, and they haven't done this, or they haven't revisited it, really took a look at it in a long time. Or maybe they know what theirs are, but they haven't shared it with their team. And we all are in a different stage of life. Some of us have young children. Some of us have older or empty nesters, grown children, or even parents, aging parents that we're caring for. This is not cookie cutter. It's customizable to you because each shop has nuances. And that's the thing to remember. So don't necessarily go by what someone else is doing. Create your core values, create your vision.
Yep.
And if anyone needs help with this, there's definitely a worksheet that was provided. They can download that. And I am definitely willing on the worksheet. And Carm, I know you said you would share the link, but contact me because we can do a quick call. It's a courtesy call and, I'll help you with it.
Yeah. That's great. Just about every coach that I know will always give some time to a client who has a question or three or was inspired by something they heard here on the podcast. We sure appreciate that. So we'll have the link in the show notes that you can find on your podcast listening app and or on our website, remarkableresults.biz. We got a 5-part series. This was part one, Foundation, Core Values, and Vision. Upcoming, number 2 is Master Your Finances. Number 3, Optimize Processes and Empower Your Team. Number 4, Stay Customer Focused and Flexible. And number 5, Build a Resilient Mindset and Plan Ahead. Wow.
Absolutely.
Good stuff. Thank you. We love they're going to be short, sweet, succinct little message blasts for you on how to be an unstoppable shop owner.
Exactly.
Maryann Croce, appreciate this from smallbizvantage.com and from Croce's Transmissions. And say hello to Tony for me.
I will. I wish everyone success. Thanks for having me, Carm.
Thank you so much.